Alrighty, welcome back to Doki Literature Club. This is episode 3, and we left it off after talking about the school festival, I think, and we talked to Sayori. She said she was depressed, and then we have our little, date with Yuri. I'm scared because I know what's coming. That's, the extent of my knowledge. I've seen the picture fucked, 2,000 times, but it still, bothers me for some godly reason. Okay. Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You could have always just texted me. If I had known, I would have just reassured you and hurried more on the way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. Oh shit, I'm gonna crack! The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Aha! I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. What is this motherfucker's like? He got 2 pillows. I'm assuming he sleeps alone in that bed. He got the desk posted up. He got a TV there, a bunch of books, and then a lone coat hanger on the side. Ah, no. Wait, shit, I didn't read that. That's very considerate. Well, thank you. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah. Yeah, it's be like those motherfuckers that hoard, the cans they drink. They just have, a fucking mountain of them. And then just have some chick from your class come over and clean them all up. Yeah, that would be pretty embarrassing, though. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which is in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Ah. I'm sorry. Yeah, she almost found the porn. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. And you're always like... I let go of Yuri's wrist, and then I beat her ass. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if she's making sure she's keeping track of them. Ah, fuck. So, should we get started? Ah, yes. I do have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Okay. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help out our guests to a faraway place. I'm about to fucking sneeze. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess, I'm determined to provide an experience that'll leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. Something that I like about you, actually. That's it. Motherfucker, what gives off intense? The whole game, she has been... Actually, I would like to clean your room. I'm actually a professional room cleaner. What the fuck is intense? Unless, it's when she's talking about, she's reading. Or she's, locked the fuck in. But that's it. That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. The fuck? Eat that shit! Eat it! You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was gonna use them during the poetry event. Okay, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder. She brought a wooden dildo, crack cocaine, a bunch of things. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. That would be swell. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils and herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch on the ball. How the fuck? That just sounds weird. How is that, like, posted up? In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that'll be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbons. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Motherfucker. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm gonna cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway to your classroom. Okay. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons and create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Ooh! Like, what kind of fucking noise is that? Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Coda. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once you finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. Tinted blue. She's gonna shank your ass. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fucking fancy. Aha! Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. What? Blah! Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. That bed you see? I was just gooning. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. Got a fucking hard on for knives? She's a fucking, like, butter knife. It's like, ah! I don't know what this is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm starting to think you're kind of fucking weird. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. You're fucking weird. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's, well, an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Yeah. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around into my hands, and then I shake her ass. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the pointed knife through my index finger. Ow! I know doing that shit like piques my mic too. Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that fucking sharp. I barely touched it. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I was gonna say that, but that just sounds really fucking weird to say. Like, I was expecting that to happen. Feel her tongue curl around my finger. Ugh. What is this high school DxD shit, bruh? Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. Hey, you know I got AIDS, bitch. You sucked on my blood. You got every disease under the moon. Can I say any off the top of my head? No, I can only think of AIDS. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. Imagine my character was like a carrier for every single like known diseased man. So she just got like the fucking bubonic plague, like 200, like wait, not even fucking 200 years. Like, what was that in like the 1400s, 1200s? I don't fucking know. I think it's the 1400s. But like, you had a fucking 600, 500-year-old plague, fucking HPV, HIV, fucking AIDS, crabs. I don't fucking know. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Ah. So sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I was kind of into it. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? I'm gonna suck on your finger. Let me suck on your nipples. Take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. God, that dude's so fucking weird. Ugh. Did you really just do that? Fucking weirdo, get out of here. Fucking sexual predator over here. Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. It's not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird. Well, fuck you, you're weird. Yuri giggles shyly. That wasn't shy. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? Motherfucker. Nah. I have no response to that, genuinely. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. And you already licked off the fucking bleeding. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watched Yuri's knife cut through the... Damn! Like nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and it will be more effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thing coming up with this, Yuri. Aw, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Yeah, fucking water boy over here, Bobby Boucher. Mom shit. Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Oh. Is she cutting herself? That's... that stuff makes me so uncomfortable. Your face is a little bit red. And I'm only saying that because I know what this game's about. Like, she said she's in a knife, so I'm assuming that's what it was. And I'm noticing she's wearing, like, a long... That's, like... Ooh. Ah. No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so... Let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into cups. So... I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the color of sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you gonna write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. I'm writing slurs all over the top. That's what she's saying. She's gonna put all of them known to man. It'll attract all the fucking people for the festival, if you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels like a lot like art class projects we had back. Man, do y'all remember that shit in elementary where it's like the parachute and you got like a motherfucker playing shark under there? That was fun. They always made you like the fun shit that you did like once or twice a year. But all like stupid shit, it's like every day. Relaxing. Fuck. Ah. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean it like that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah. It is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me? I don't think I need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't want to. It's like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk too much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that it takes... I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I mean, that's valid. I think I feel the same way. The fuck did I just click? Did I click save? No, I might as well save. Okay. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah! Man, what the fuck? Why you do that shit? Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. You hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. No, it's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? I don't see anything. You're fucking lying. Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. Fucking boiling hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Something wrong? It's hot, I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait, eh? Just for a little while longer. Feels really nice. Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. In an intense expression I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Ah. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. We're in. The moment is over as soon as it begins. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movement seems clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, we have time. Perhaps it would be best to leave it here than have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew! Ah ha ha ha! You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you're at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am, too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. Probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her outside the front door. I'm so fucking worried! I know it's coming! Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kind of say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over and we can go out some... I'm actually, like, my heart is, like... I don't know how to explain it. I just feel, like, nervous. I forgot that you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Koda. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Damn! I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Sayori. Eh? Ah! Oh, she's here. Oh, she's here. Did I save her? Can you save her? Please say I did. I'm so fucking scared about that. Hi, Koda. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Koda. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be able to get together at the festival tomorrow, so... That's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah? So, I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori! I thought you didn't want to come over today. Aha, well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. Aw, fuck. That you've made such good friends. Like, she's fucking tearing up. Oh my god. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Koda? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Koda. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Fucking Monica, bruh. Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden on my mind you're making it out to. Did Monica, like, try to talk her into it? It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put my hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Koda. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Koda? I like you so much that I want to die. It makes me wish I fucking, like, did more of her room. But I just decided to do Yuri, because I was like, fuck it. But if I ever play this again, I think I'm definitely gonna go, like, the Sayori route. I think I saved her, like, hopefully. But I don't fucking know. Like, I don't know shit. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? You didn't say you like her too, bruh? Do you still believe me? That probably would help. Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm gonna give to you. I love you. I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Koda. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms around me tightly. Koda. Is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Koda. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now. Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Coda. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. And that's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. I fucking saved her. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it's always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Coda? Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Fucking, I didn't say Siri! Fuck off. Every time, I have to keep looking down to make sure it didn't go. Sayori gazes at me, once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying like that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. That's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. Is that what Sayori means by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything that I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Oh, please no. Please no. I don't want to click it. I don't want to click it at all. I'm scared. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a bit too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. He sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Coda! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little buckets on top of the desk in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared to have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think on the days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? Aha, you should take a little more responsibility for her, Coda. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? I'm so fucking... Ugh! I'm very nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah? They really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club a lot more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Oh, shit. Should I read? Get out of my head, 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 get out, get out, I don't get out of my head, get out of my head before I know it's best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Oh, that's so fucked. That's so fucked. Oh, I don't think I did it. I don't think I did it. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. I'm fucking getting a pit too! What? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too... Please, fuck! Please! Oh, I'm nervous! Oh my god. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. Please, 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 no, please, please, no, please, no, please, no, please, no. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help wake her up. Even the simplest gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and I want to give it to her. Dude, my heart is like fucking racing. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and I let myself... Please. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this. I'm fucking shaking. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Is this kind of a breach of privacy? I don't want to click it. I know it's fucking coming and I really don't want to click it. I'm fucking shit. But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. So, holy fuck, dude. I don't... Oh my god. I've seen it so many times and it's still so fucked. Oh my god. Exception has occurred. File game script. Holy shit. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it was for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me, and now I can never take it back. Never. 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 End? That's the end of the game? Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Oh, this is where this shit gets really weird. Yata nata gira half point DC Nzinga GG1 Uzi kakaka. I see an annoying girl running toward me from. Oh, did the game fucking restart? I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arm in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw herself. That girl is Aoi Etaka, my neighbor and a good friend since we were children. Fuck. Oh, you can hide that. That would be really nice to know about making thumbnails. You know the kind of friend that you never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase me after this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh in front of the crosswalk and let Aoi catch up to me. What the fuck? Please don't show the picture again. Please don't show the fucking picture again. An ordinary school day like other. Mornings are usually started by couples and friend groups. Oh, I've always walked to school alone. Oh, fuck. Did she get removed? Did something disappear from here, or am I just fucking stupid? I always tell myself it's about the time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there'd be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. They really aren't any of interest to me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to deal with. I guess I have no other choice but to start with the anime club. Oda? Aw, shit. Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah. Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking at some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Aha, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing around the budget and publicity on how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. A literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members or something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature club can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. Oh, did it fucking restart anything like Sayori never existed? Oh, so there's no, like, mourning her or anything. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's really funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Coda? By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Coda. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, but being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. What the fuck was that? I didn't even see it. It was just a... Oh, did my whole relationship with Yuri as well just disappear? Guests? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. Itsuki Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Coda. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Nitsuki, the girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably that's such a fucking weird thing to say. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Koda in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In any case, I should make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Koda? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I didn't know you really didn't... fuck! So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here. But we'll make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I've been reading so much these past 3 days, I'm starting to get fucking tongue-tied. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard starting a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole-ass tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yes. I only read Playboy. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks like, fuck you, Monica. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Koda, what kind of things do you read? Well, considering how little I've read in these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering it. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she doesn't want to say something, but she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess, huh? Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri chases the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a reader can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I just really grabbed something I can relate to on a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a fucking rock. I didn't expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. To be fair, I fucking hate horror too. Especially shit like this. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting? It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back right fucking now, bitch. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Think about it, that's impressive. Why don't you share them with me sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that love of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing the deepest reaches of your heart. I know I've read that before. You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri suddenly looks quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We could probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Wait, was she the VP whenever Sayori was there? I don't remember that. Yeah, she's tall as fuck. When I made that initial first thumbnail, I made them all like almost the same height. So I kind of fucked that up. But to be fair, I think I went skirt length for all of them. Do you agree with that as well, Coda? Hold on, there's still one problem. I didn't join the fucking club. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, eh? The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Coda. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I've been trying really, really hard to find new members, and if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. I feel like at some point, someone's gonna I feel like my character, or someone's gonna mention Sayori suddenly, like remember her, and like a fucking flash, and it's like something's gonna happen. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed, so writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Coda? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. Coda, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Coda, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Ehehe. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre-ass writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem for tonight. What if I click... I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency. Where the fuck's Monika? Afterwatch. Rain cloud? That's not fucked. I want to see if Sayori will pop up. If I click one of these. Promise? Fuck! Unrequited. Hopeless. Ambient. Why did that fade like... Hi again, Coda. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What the fuck? Thanks for keeping your promise, Coda. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Dude, what the fuck? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. I'm coming to steal your fucking cupcakes, bro. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. She's fucking... I can't read that shit! Natsuki certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Manga? Oh. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. I've read this before. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Koda. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. You don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I just want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. We could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can just read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities with... Dude, the way that moved, I thought my fucking brain just, like... fucked up. It's like I'm on something. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression as she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be one of the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I've already read this. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed you glancing in the first place. But I'm just rereading this bit, so that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you would have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. I don't have a save point. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Is it going to read a completely different description from the first time? There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoil. I don't remember that. But anyway, I'm really into it. You one freaky bitch. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri makes it sound like it's going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of fucking nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Koda? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those kind of things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind of that challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless. And suddenly, I'm rambling about it, alright? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I like things that book and writing, feel my thoughts, my whole body... What the fuck? Oh, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm sorry if I say something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it. Yes? I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's if I can feel her present over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particular bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comfort. I've already read this before. Yuri in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I'm just bathing in the feeling of your body heat. What the fuck? Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up into Yuri's and then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her left thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But I'm holding it like this. We're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me, yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second-guesses things she says, after all. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far in yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Aha! Yuri, are you feeling alright? Huh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest after feel for her heartbeat. I didn't notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Coda? Something happened just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Dude, she thinks I'm like fucking rapist or some shit. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems to each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I take a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. I feel like this is gonna be some fuck shit. You know, I'll look at Natsuki's first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Koda, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go the fuck home. What? Harsh? What do you expect me to believe? That you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still so proud of that first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about, huh? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think this is stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Did I already read this? Why do I have fucking 4 F? Okay. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even try to take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less fun. I hope like when I talk loud, my fucking mic doesn't peak. Because that's why I haven't been doing voices. Because I know it's like, if I talk like this shit just peaks and then my mic goes silent. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Monica. Damn, why is my DPI so fast? I usually have this shit on like one click. This is too fast. Hi, Coda! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Coda. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Coda. I was going ooh in my head while I was reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I feel like I've read a lot of this shit before. But I think it's just like looping because it's the same thing. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts whenever I put in some effort. But wouldn't it be different because, like, you know, since, you know, fucking Sayori's fucking blue-balled out of existence, wouldn't the interactions be a little bit different? I don't know how that works, but, like, wouldn't it be like the... I don't want to say the butterfly effect, because I know that's fucking wrong. But, like, if Sayori didn't exist, she should have influenced them in a certain way where conversations would be a little different. But I could be completely wrong. I guess it worked anyway. You know that? Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? No shit. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally just given up on me. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Got ready? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time when you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right here. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. The Benjamin? So, what do you think? It's a very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some sort of epiphany late recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. And what was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then covers up her whole face. She's gonna hate me. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? That's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really? Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. Excuse me. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are typically used of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I've recognized as new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. I've read this before. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's many different skills and techniques that go writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes down with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I just hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased how? The fuck? Oh, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be the one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the I've read this. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calms, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. But I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Mm-hmm. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Coda. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it. What does she normally wrote about? Fucking murder? Murder. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their own work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. But fucking Face ID isn't working, so I gotta fucking sit there and do that. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... If anything, I could learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I really enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Coda. Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance over the room. There's a little more stressful than I anticipated, and it's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. The fuck happened with the music? Was it off for a second, or is that just me fucking geeking? This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to her desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, that's... Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can it be that cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I don't fucking need it. But it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Coda did too. So based on that, I'll give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Dude, it sounds off. And Coda liked my poem too, you know. And he even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, the music stuff. Oh, I didn't realize you're so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oing! Eh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Coda appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was so full of myself, I'd beat your ass. I would deliberately go out my way and make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size as soon as Coda started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that? You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. The fuck? Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch! Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves as they graduate middle school, you know? You want to prove anything? Then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. This is fucked. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing me overly cute? The only thing cute about this thing is how... Be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Coda hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns toward me as if she noticed I was standing here. Coda? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get dragged into this? It's not about whatever... What the fuck? Who do I click here? What the fuck? That scared the shit out of me. Fuck you, Monica. What the hell? Hey, Coda? Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I'll never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it! I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Coda? Please don't hate me. Please? I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about this by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get as much chance to discuss my book with Koda. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Guess I didn't have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate... Yeah, I just needed to get through that really fast. Another day passes and it's time for a club meeting already. I've already gotten a little more comfortable here over the past few days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Koda. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's just Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading a manga at the desk. Surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me into the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you're considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I can tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it's our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now you're here apologizing. I know you didn't really mean it. Koda? Don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and... Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Huh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. I was trying to read it fast because I thought it was going to disappear again. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Try right, if it's full screen, it kind of looks uncanny, I'm not going to lie. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I've read this before. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Koda. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Koda? Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of her book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, that kind of thing with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk, then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down at the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts to her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. And I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. I won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Ah. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for... The music just fucking, like, compressed. So I feel like something's... The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha ha! Ha ha! What was that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking air through their teeth. Are they in pain? Oh, I was saying ha ha. I was like... like that. Rishi corner and peer around it. Yuri? Oh, fuck. Shit. What the fuck? I'm back. Thanks for waiting, Pitch. Dude, what the fuck? Yuri, do you like oolong tea? Yeah? I say Yuri. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert or anything? In that case, you'll be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little bit to herself. Let me save the game, just in case. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was just letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. But when it's with you around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Kona. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Koda, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes. I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. The bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup! Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up positioning it. That makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Fucking creep. I'm calling myself a creep. Fuck. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears an intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble between the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, I briefly let go of the I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have a hard time. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation is completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needed to confirm what just happened. Coda? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Coda? Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacups get knocked over. Coda. My heart. My heart won't stop pounding, Coda. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Coda? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I knew the door had a lock on it! I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. Yeah, I just want to look at you. What the fuck? Ha. Dude. Ha. Ha. Dude, holy shit. Get the fuck out of my face. It's time to share poems. I'll go Monica first. Obviously, you're not. Coda, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just has she gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you have been kind of enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be the best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend more time with me. To put it lightly, I'll at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club member. But anyway, I think she wants. You want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors they want. Bright, beautiful colors. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, grabbing, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. Endless. Poem of meaningless. Delete her. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Why are her eyes kind of red? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay? The fuck? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Up to Yuri. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you have written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Coda. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. I really wanted to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hand appears sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Coda. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Coda? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay? Holy shit. What is that? Key stain? Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding bolt head, linear gearbox. Falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning. A prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears, and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second. Dude, this is fucked. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I decided to take it out on your pen. There's a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just? Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem though. All right, this is the last one before I end this episode. Yeah, just as I thought. Coda, come on. I'm not stupid. I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious that you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club, Coda? Honestly. I thought getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together, not exclude each other even more. This is such a stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in a good mood today, and I just don't feel like talking right now. Please go away. You unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Today I cut my skin for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how it feels right now. I'm supposed to be responsible for the one. I'm gonna kill myself. I wish I was able to read that. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything good in the first few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry as much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Coda joined, and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't really think you're looking at it the right way at all. We don't want to share your passion with as many people as you can. Same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Coda? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Coda to agree with you because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think that any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Coda joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Coda isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Coda want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation, no, Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, It's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against new members or anything. Koda, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with a club being that for me? These aren't like many other places there aren't many places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take that away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Koda, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I would have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have any opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious... Dude, what the fuck? Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, it's... like how nice and quiet the club is right now. I'm kind of just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. But it's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities. Like, nobody would cry if she killed her... Dude, holy shit. What the hell? I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Koda? What do you want to get out of this club? You're a piece of the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone. Once in a while. Oh, I saw something moving and I didn't know what the fuck it was. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri? I know things are a little bit awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Koda? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna chat a little bit with Koda before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay? I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a little hectic lately, haven't they? But I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time here at the club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. The background, yeah. Definitely. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know... Sometimes I feel like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time that you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you would understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet! No! Should be. Oh, was that Monica? Or Sayori? Her jump up. Whirlwind. Uncanny. Despise. Oh, what the fuck? Ribbon. Brief. I think I did primarily. Okay, I'm gonna leave it off here. That's gonna do it for episode 3. I already feel like something's getting ready to happen directly now, so I think it's a good point to leave it off on. And yeah, thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one. Peace.